over the course of this offseason, the Atlanta Hawks have gotten a lot of good reviews in regards to their moves as far as general manager, as far as different front office executives, even down to the players that they have brought onto the team. Now, of course, I've definitely heard a lot of, well, they're bringing this guy in to be this, or they're bringing this guy in to be that. No, I do believe that the Atlanta Hawks have revealed their master plans in regards to a lot of the players that they have brought in, specifically one player in mention, and I'm going to definitely dive into that in further detail, going through what it is that they not only bring to the table, but how the Atlanta Hawks plan on using them. Because yes, the Atlanta Hawks have gotten an influx of different players that definitely add value to the Atlanta Hawks. Over this offseason, things have definitely gone in an uptick, or definitely gone in a good swing for the Atlanta Hawks. So needless to say, there are a lot of good things that we definitely want to talk about, but we want to make sure we don't get too anxious or develop some type of anxiety in regards to the team, in regards to the city, fans alike. You know, one thing happens on social media or even on YouTube, this platform, and all of a sudden we're all in a frenzy. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to definitely dive into that in further detail. I'm going to tell you the player that we're talking about and all of that good stuff. But before, and like I do every show, before I go any further, let me go ahead and welcome you guys in. What's going on? I don't think I have my hand claps. Where my hand claps go? There we go. What's going on, everybody? My name is Walter Pollard. This is Atlanta Hawks Digest. Of course, I'm here to, further go into all of these things. Let me go ahead and first thank everybody for, viewing the content and watching our content. Myself, Chris Tipmore, all of the people over at Digest Media, we definitely want to thank all of you. We want to make sure that we give you guys the best product, or the best just the best product, the best topics, best shows, best updates. We want to give you guys the best at everything that we do. We thank you. For those of you that have definitely watched our content, of course, you guys are up to that was the last time I saw it, was 2,531 followers. I think we have jumped a tad bit. We jumped up another, 50 extra followers or so? Yeah. 2,586. So I think about 55 followers. So definitely thank all of you guys. And again, to the 28% that have not subscribed, we definitely would love for you to go ahead and do so. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Send this to all your friends and family, man. Myself, Chris Tipmore, we're going to keep doing all of this good stuff. Now, I want to be 100% clear, because I do also believe that the Atlanta Hawks stance on this particular player is 100% clear as well. And of course, the person I'm talking about is Kristaps Porzingis, because he comes in with an ability. Of course, let's go back to the nickname that they give this guy. They call him the unicorn. First, he didn't necessarily like that, but it speaks to his game, his skill set, his talent. He's over 7 foot tall and can knock down a three-pointer as if he's Steph Curry. Yes, he's the best three-point shooting center in the league. I know Steph Curry's a stretch, but you get the point that I'm trying to make. He is the best three-point shooter at his position. And for the Atlanta Hawks, that adds so much value, almost so much so that a lot of people believe that Kristaps Porzingis is going to come in and be the number one guy. He's going to come in and be the starter for the Atlanta Hawks. In theory, that's great. That's a good idea, because he offers so much more than what you already have, right? In Onyeka Okongwu. And I don't necessarily agree with it. Now, going through a lot of what we've seen with Kristaps Porzingis, he has been very productive everywhere that he's went. I mean, that goes from Dallas to Washington to New York to Boston. You dig what I'm saying? Like, he has offered up great talent, or he's given himself to each team that he has been on. And yes, he's coming with a lot of great expectations. But again, a lot of things that I've saw while just reviewing and going over different comments and things of that such, a lot of different people, fans, articles alike, are saying that Kristaps Porzingis, of course, is injury prone, right? I know last year he was sidelined because of an injury. Then he comes back, plays a few games, and then after the injury, he's sidelined because of a mysterious injury. And then you can go back even further to when he was with Dallas, certain injuries there that sidelined him and, kept him from playing with Luka Doncic at the time. So, of course, the injury-prone title will be thrown around or tossed out in regards to Kristaps Porzingis. And that's why I do believe that the Atlanta Hawks have made their stance on this young man very clear as far as how they plan on using him. They know that they have this, well, that Kristaps Porzingis carries this title along with him, or not title, but, carries this stigma along with him that he sometimes can be injury prone. But I think on the contrary, the Atlanta Hawks plan on, not I think, I'm sure, of course, due to the sources that I've been reading and things of that such, I am sure that the Atlanta Hawks intend on playing Onyeka Okongwu first. He is the starter for the Atlanta Hawks. So let's never get it misconstrued. Onyeka Okongwu is the starter for the Atlanta Hawks. For all that he has done, he has fought to get to the number one position over Clint Capella, who is now back with the Houston Rockets. But I do believe that Onyeka Okongwu, he number one is deserving of the number one spot, and two, I think that he will be able to hold down that spot. Again, having the unicorn in Kristaps Porzingis coming back off of the bench, you offer so much more. So I do believe that the Atlanta Hawks intend on playing Onyeka Okongwu first, and then bringing in Kristaps Porzingis. And then let's not forget, we have so many other players. Okay, we got, what is it? Not these guys. Asa Newell's just drafted. I know that I might be speaking a little ahead of myself to a degree, but I do believe that Asa Newell does also offer big support, if you will, if you're worried about, well, these are the only two guys that we have at the center position. Now, I'm not saying that Asa Newell is going to play the center position outright, but you have guys like him. You still have Mohamed Gay. You dig what I'm saying? Mohamed Gay, of course, at one point was on the Atlanta, the Skyhawks, and now, of course, is, a contributing member of the, Atlanta Hawks, sideline. He definitely offers value to the Atlanta Hawks team. So again, you got Mohamed Gay, you've got Kristaps Porzingis, and Onyeka Okongwu. Asa Newell has also stepped into that role, and then you have a host of other gentlemen that can definitely play into that role. And then going back to the other pictures or slides that we got, of course, Risacher, of course, Trae, Dyson Daniels, and not even to mention adding in Jalen Johnson. And that's just to throw the entire gambit in there. If we're talking about the Atlanta Hawks in general, you know that we have all those different weapons, but to specifically zero in on Kristaps Porzingis and that situation, we know that he does carry this, but the Atlanta Hawks plan on making him come behind Onyeka Okongwu. Again, we know that the Atlanta Hawks don't trust Porzingis to be not to be injury prone. They don't trust him to stay healthy. They understand that there's a possibility that he could be out for a number of different reasons or for an extended period of time. So we understand those different things. I think I'm reading here just in regards to Kristaps Porzingis, and again, his numbers from last season. And we can just go off of 2 years in Boston. You dig what I'm saying? I want to say averaged 29 minutes per game, averaged six, seven field goals per game, 13 points per game. I'm sorry, these stats here. 5.5, 3.3 made per game. These stats here on reference with Kristaps Porzingis, but nonetheless, Kristaps Porzingis, he offers another level of talent to the big position, to the center and or power forward position. And again, I don't expect him to play power forward, but again, you can even look at the different matchups that the Atlanta Hawks can offer to whatever team that they are playing at the given time. Say, for instance, they're playing against the Timberwolves. We know that Rudy Gobert is a freaking tree. You dig what I'm saying, in the paint. So it wouldn't be crazy for them to bring in Kristaps Porzingis and Onyeka Okongwu. So there are going to be packages where you're going to see both Onyeka and Kristaps Porzingis. You're going to see different packages where you might see Mohamed Gay and Kristaps Porzingis, or Mohamed Gay and Onyeka Okongwu. Again, the sky's the limit in regards to what we can see at the big position. Again, last year we had an influx of bigs, but no one that could legitimately dominate the paint or affect some type of defensive dominance, if you will. Now you have a situation where you're bringing in somebody that does carry the injury-prone title, but yet, not title, I need to stop saying that. He does carry the injury-prone tag with him, but yet the Atlanta Hawks know that. They have safety nets. They have different things in place to ward off the injury bug this year, I would hope. So, of course, we know that that is left to be seen. I am still in expectation of what the Atlanta Hawks have in store for Kristaps Porzingis and, of course, all the other hosts of new guys, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Luke Kennard. You know, I do hope that the Atlanta Hawks know exactly what they're doing in regards to these guys, because this is going to be an awesome year. A lot of expectations coming for the Atlanta Hawks, and I do expect for these guys to definitely make some noise in the NBA. My name is Walter Pollard. This is Atlanta Hawks Digest. I'm signing out, guys. Peace.